Hey, you out there. You want some culturally concise commentary? You want some co-hosts who actually are authentic and real? You can tell that they actually have some type of chemistry going on? You hate cloud chasing? That's cool. I actually got something in mind for you. So keep listening. You'll find out.
This is Touchdowns and Tangents, your weekly spot for NFL takes, culturally concise tangents, and context for the culture.
What's up, good people? Hawthorne, California. Touchdowns and Tangents, TDs_tangents on Twitter and Instagram. Your Thursday night spot for NFL takes, topical tangents, and concise commentary for the culture. I'm PD Camarillo.
I am Kenneth Barry.
And we have Nikki with 2 Ks and an I.
Howdy.
No C's.
Gonna pick up the mic, or you just gonna?
I'm kind of afraid because it's like spotty, so I want to keep it.
I mean, and you're on brand
push
for
the
not
cord
talking
on.
into the mic, so it's kind of like her thing.
I guess
She projects.
Well, I think if I have this like far away perspective sound, it makes it sound like.
Oh,
Yeah, it sounds
okay.
like you're sitting in the corner, like I feel it.
Way to sell it. Way to sell it.
I see the vibes. I see the vision. I respect it.
But yeah, 2 hours late, but 80% of that was just random tangential conversations. The other 15% of it was me not realizing that the soundboard wasn't plugged in. And yeah, we're here now.
And that you like went through a lot of abuse in high school.
So it's going to be
Sexual
a quick
abuse.
show. Not a whole lot of news this week. So hopefully we'll get through it if
You are a victim.
Kenny and Nikki
Definitely are
can
a
behave
victim.
themselves and stay on topic. But to be determined.
We both know he's a victim.
You want us to behave ourselves after you talked about your long sexual trauma that you experienced.
Like, bro, 4 people at
Jesus Christ.
a
Like 8.
You need
8 people, bro. Like y'all all would be
Okay, we're
expelled
not
at my high
snitching,
school,
bro. Can we move on?
I mean,
Now the audience is going to think that you were like assaulted by 8
Yeah, dude, for real. That's
yeah,
crazy.
8v1 is crazy.
But I'm not surprised. We do call Kenny Fed Kenny for a reason.
I'm not a fed.
And Nikki, you're just white, so you can't really help it.
Is that racist?
What?
Because I would never.
No, it's the snitch gene.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Yeah, I guess it is in there, huh?
Yeah. Woo. For the record, I'm not a fed. I just say the quiet part out loud.
That's like half the part of being a snitch.
But like, I don't do it on purpose. Like, it just comes out sometimes.
You kind of do.
So you're
No,
saying
so-
you're like a biologically natural snitch.
Nah, I'm just saying like I'm a natural truth teller, and people who lie are uncomfortable around me.
So you're a snitch.
Definitely not a
You're
snitch.
up.
Yeah, you're definitely a snitch.
No, the things that I could snitch on would actually give me serious time.
Wait,
But
are
I-
you a snitch or are you a rat?
I'm neither.
He's
Neither.
a neck ranker.
Don't ever say that again. Like, bro, I will call ICE on you. And you're a citizen. And I'll still call ICE on you.
That
Like,
was fucking racist. That
no,
was
like,
racist
you
as
just need to
fuck,
be
dog.
apprehended and
That
locked
was a
away.
hell- That was an IE
You need to be
joke,
locked
bro.
away
No
somewhere.
one's told me that since I lived in the IE, bro. Congrats.
No, like you just need to be locked away somewhere for like the past couple
Congrats,
statements
bro.
you made. That's crazy.
That's some shit I would expect to hear in Norco, not
Bro,
out here. That's
you
crazy.
giggle. Oh, just keep going down Hawthorne Boulevard into Torrance. You'll hear.
Yeah,
a lot. Go
while
to
you're
South
at
Torrance.
it, while you're at it, I'll call your probation officer.
I mean, you do look like Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
You're like a reformed Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah. While
You've
you're
been
at
Aaron
it, go-
Hernandez like 5 times since I've known
and
you.
you look like you pick up wick.
Okay, Loki.
What the fuck does that mean?
Could be Aaron
Exactly.
Hernandez's, like second cousin.
I look like I pick up wick. What does that even mean?
Yeah, just unaverted racism.
No, that's just you trying really hard to be racist and failing at it.
Yeah,
You
'cause
said
I'm
you
not
look like your
racist
blood
against
sugar's too
black
high.
people.
You need a nap.
See
I'd be
it.
like, ha ha, that was funny.
It's casual racism versus rank competitive racism.
See, there you go. Yeah, like there's racism that like I'm like that's not even funny. You gotta be more racist to hurt my feelings. And I don't even have feelings, so you gotta like really up the ante with the racism to impress me. It has to be like a functional part of your life every day, or I just don't believe you.
Real.
I've seen all kinds of racism. You gotta impress me with the like. You gotta impress me with racism so crazy. Like you would rather see mankind go extinct. That's how racist you are. Like
that type of racism, it's like, okay, I know where to put that person. That's Dr. Doom.
Anyways, Nikki, you can talk about this first bullet point since you're the only one who really cares.
Yeah.
For real.
It's about Celtics.
Great tease, yeah.
Well, it's not in front of me. I just memorized it because I'm that bitch. Congrats to the 2024 NBA champions. Now league leaders, solo in titles, get fucking shit on Lakers.
Even though technically you traded away 13 of those championships, but it's fine.
Because, the Celtics used to be the Clippers, and
anyway,
you literally played basketball when it was, like, just white people. So it kind of doesn't really count, if we're being...
We're not having this stupid-ass...
It's the baseball, take.
I don't even want to... I mean, there's no point in having the discussion. Boston is the city of champions for a reason. And I think, what did I say? That it's been 5 years since last Boston championship, which makes the second longest drought in city history. No, you talk about
the last time the Celtics...
All right, let her talk.
Okay, but the last time the Celtics won a chip, we went into a major recession.
Let her talk.
There's a recession since then. Whatever, it doesn't even matter. Anyway, the Celtics broke a 5-year drought in the city of Boston for championships, which is the second longest in city history. So if anyone ever in the history of my life tries to tell me that Boston isn't the city of champions, I'm going to kill myself right in front of them. My blood will drench their body. Period. There's nothing you can say literally in the rest of my life. Name a city. Can't. Anyway, congrats. Some people didn't like the MVP choice. I thought it was fine. I thought Jason Tatum was too cringe for it. I will say, as a Boston Celtics fan, Jesus Christ, Jason Tatum, sit the fuck down and just enjoy the win and stop trying to orchestrate iconic moments. It was so embarrassing. I'm not even a Jason Tatum hater like most people. I think he's a bit goofy, but I feel like he's goofy in the same way that Russell Wilson's goofy, and I enjoy Russell Wilson. I like Russell Wilson. I have nothing bad to say about the guy. And so as much as I I make excuses for him, even I got icked out at that shit, dude. So embarrassing.
Yeah. The fucking stepped out of the year porn was crazy. And then biting KG was even crazier. And the funny thing is, earlier in the series, Kyrie tried to bite KG too, which was weird. Yeah. In his press conference when he was making all that war metaphor, KG had made that same metaphor, and I think it was the year they lost to Kobe.
Also, Jason, stop trying to dick ride Kobe. You're not Kobe. You'll never be Kobe.
Yes, please. Everybody needs to stop that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Drew Holiday. He's one of the only 2-time champions still active in the NBA.
KCP's the other.
Campbell Hall, stand up. Shout out to the Valley. And shout out to all the Holidays, man. One of the greatest Southern California basketball families, led by Drew. And then also, man, shout out, as you mentioned, shout out to MVP Jaylen Brown. It became a cute sport to just shit on Jaylen Brown the last 5 years, but people don't.
Jason Tatum as well.
People don't, but even more so, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's really was kind of the scapegoat. Like, oh, he's holding Jason Tatum back. Blah, blah, blah. He's inconsistent. And,
They treated him like Millhouse.
And it's like, bro, he's averaged 20 points a game. He's a literal genius.
He stabilizes their offense. Tatum is the superstar. But
R.I.P. Marcus Smart, you deserve that ring more than anybody on that team.
Porzingis got a ring before Luka.
No, fuck Luka and Porzingis.
I'm just saying Porzingis got the ring.
But yeah,
Porzingis got a ring before Marcus Smart.
Shout out
Marcus Smart deserved it more than anybody in that fucking locker room.
Shout out to Al Horford too. Al Horford deserved that ring.
Second longest. I think he had 185 playoff games without winning a chip.
He was only like one series short of Karl Malone.
And Karl Malone still has 196, and John Stockton is third with like 185, 180.
Oh my God!
So,
we
shout
took
out
Porzingis from the Mavs. One ring with him. They took Kyrie. They're chilling with Kyrie. They lose.
They got no ring.
That's got to be racist.
And
no, that's not racist. That's just beautiful irony.
It's got to be racist.
Can I finish
that's
talking?
Euro and Euro racism. Luka and
are you guys just gonna have side conversations the whole class, or
our conversation was more important?
You
and right up to the topic.
Anyways, shout out to Mazzulla because he was like a fucking hand-me-down coach. Everyone shit on him last year. And he still found a way to pull it out. And also, his team beat Kentucky with John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. And he was literally guarding DeMarcus Cousins. And he's like 6'4". So.
And he wore big-ass polo shirts. Like, it went down to his knees. That was a crazy... That photo was ick.
Shout out to fucking Sam Cassell. I don't know how Sam I Am has not gotten a fucking coaching job. I don't know.
He's too ugly.
What bodies are on him.
He's too ugly.
But he's a three-time champion as a player, and he just won a championship as an assistant. He's been grinding away as an assistant
15 years.
For over a decade. He's had countless playoff runs, countless great point guards that he's helped. And, he was also an all-star in the league. And also
Redick.
had way better stats than J.J. Redick.
Literally, J.J. Redick is probably the worst dude to become a head coach who was a player. Luke Walton was better than J.J.
And
Derek Fisher was better than J.J. Redick.
That's your new head coach, buddy.
I'm about to fucking disown the Lakers.
And lastly,
if LeBron had got on stage at that Crimson concert, I would have fucking committed genocide somewhere.
And lastly, shout out to Kyrie Irving. I feel like even though he didn't walk away with the ring, I feel like this series kind of
shouting out dudes who
reshaped the narrative of him. You know, he was on the court, one of the last players to leave the court. He fucking shook everyone's hand. And yeah, he was up and down, but he had his moments. And I think he'll be back. He's still one of the best players I've ever seen play. So shout out to Kyrie Irving for, making them, maybe not making the most of this moment, but at least reshaping his image. Because at one point,
good sport
nobody thought Kyrie was going to come back from the depths that he was at. But I feel like he's rounded himself out, and yeah, man, him and LeBron are cool. Mustard and YG are cool. So yeah, if you got beef, just squash it.
Yeah, this is a year for squashing beef and hating your true enemies.
All right, but yeah, that's it for me as far as Boston. Anything else you want to say, Kenny?
Fuck the Celtics. R.I.P. Jerry West. R.I.P. Willie Mays. R.I.P. Bill Walton. Even though he was a Celtic.
You say Willie Mays?
Yes. Yeah. So R.I.P. Willie Mays. He's 93.
R.I.P. Willie Mays.
Retired 24 in baseball. Retired more.
Now we got to go to the museum next time we're in Mobile.
Cooperstown? I got to go to Cooperstown, too.
But he has like a whole museum in Mobile.
I know he passed away.
In Bama.
It was just weird that...
No, that's Satchel Paige, isn't it? Or is that Satchel Paige Drive?
No, it's...
I know Satchel Paige has... it's a Negro League baseball museum. Okay. Yeah. Whenever I go back to Bama. I'll be next year.
You heard it here. We'll see if he sticks. All right. I'm somewhere like
Hard
6
Knocks.
months ago. Like I just got randomly like in the agenda somewhere.
Okay, so number 3. The in-season edition of Hard Knocks is going to follow the AFC North completely.
So all 4 teams?
Yep. In-season Hard Knocks.
Interesting.
That seems better than just going individual teams. Mike Tomlin on Hard Knocks is going to go crazy.
I guess, but like at that point, why wouldn't you just do the whole league?
Well, there's no point. It's in-season. Remember, you got to remember, people...
I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, nobody watches the in-season. At first, you just binge watch it later. It's like watching Blood of Zeus.
This is only the second time they're doing in-season Hard Knocks.
It's like the 3rd time.
No, it's like only the second
They
one.
did Colts and they did somebody else.
You're thinking about the
Cardinals.
prime. You're thinking about the prime
Oh,
bullshit.
yeah. I always think the Cardinals one was Hard Knocks, but it wasn't.
It was.
I thought it was the first edition.
Colts was the first Hard Knocks.
No, I meant the end season.
This is the first time they're doing whole divisions. But the AFC North is probably...
Maybe this is the first time they're doing in season. Maybe the Colts was prime too.
No. Colts was definitely Hard Knocks. It was definitely in-season Hard Knocks. That was the first one. That was like the year Jonathan Taylor got hurt when he was having a career year.
So every year?
When he shitted on the Raiders.
So
Ryan
every
Kelly
year?
had just lost a baby.
So every year?
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Ryan Kelly's a great player.
All right, yeah. Hard Knocks. Nobody cares. Let's move on. Stallions shut out the Brahmas
The Brahmas.
to win the inaugural UFL championship, which Tom Brady also called.
Adrian Martinez, I think, won MVP of the game.
Is he
Former
from
Nebraska.
Centennial?
No. You're thinking of a different guy.
Y'all, I had no idea
What's
Tom Brady
Nebraska?
was calling that game. I went to Buffalo Wild Wings to fucking watch the golf tournament, and I swear to God, I kept hearing whispers. I was like, Tom is around me. I hear his voice. I know it. And then my husband's like, you're fucking crazy. And then finally, they put it on a TV. And I'm like, Tom Brady's on that fucking TV. I hear his fucking name. And then he's like, dude, that's a random fucking XFL whatever championship. You're tripping. And then it shows Tom Brady's face. I swear to God, I felt like I was in the movie Gaslight.
Crazy. I'm sure you made him feel like shit the rest of the
I did.
outing.
I'm a professional. Make Will feel like shitter.
That's crazy. Must be nice to be a girl.
Technically, the term is woman.
That's woman.
Must be nice to be a broad.
That how you managed to double down on
It's
that
called
verse.
the politically excuse me.
A female.
No, it's called uterus owner. Actually,
What the fuck?
that's what the politically correct term is.
Is that
now.
what it
I mean,
is?
yeah, it
Uterus
cuts through
owner.
biology and all that. That makes sense, but I've never heard somebody say uterus owner.
That's
I'm a proud
wild.
owner of a uterus.
Because it also includes trans mask people who have uteruses.
How the,
Uteri.
what the fuck? Wait, hold on.
Uteruses.
Wait, you can get a
It's
uterus
like Maybelline. You're
manufactured
either
now?
born with it or you're not.
No, exact. No, like you are a woman who transitioned into a man who still has a uterus, so you're a uterus owner.
Let's move on.
They say pregnant people now as well. Thought I could educate you guys on this. You're welcome.
I've heard these phrases before, but like
hold on.
never heard the causality.
Oh gosh.
So you can be a trans man and get pregnant?
Yes.
Oh, I've been through that.
That's wild.
Have you not seen the stories? There's like a million
Yeah.
stories of that. It's not common anymore because no one cares. But like back in like 2016, it was like a huge deal.
Yeah, it was a dude who was actually born
Yeah.
a woman who
You
he was
know
the
the
first
story
case
I'm
that jumped it
telling you.
off. Yeah, that's what kicked everything off.
And it was like a woman who impregnated him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
What?
A trans woman,
A trans
a
woman.
woman with a penis,
yes.
a phallic
A
symbol.
penis
Gotcha.
owner. Penis owner.
A man of the phallic persuasion.
This is
A woman of the
a
phallic
wild
persuasion.
conversation. Let's move on. College
Imagine,
football
imagine
news.
how it's gonna be when you're 50.
I'm gonna be afraid.
You're gonna be like that guy from Simpsons. Old man yells it loud. I can't wait till I become one of the.
My
people.
mom was a dad and my dad was a mom. Like, that's crazy.
I really consider myself to be like very progressive and like an ally, but I feel like when I'm 60, I'm gonna be one of the people that all of the people like talk shit about.
Yeah.
You're the problem.
You
Like,
all want to be aliens now.
you're
Like
gonna,
everyone's gonna surgically.
You all want to be
sew-
androids.
you're gonna get called a normie.
No, everyone's gonna fucking like surgically sew attack helicopter tails to their asses. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You would fucking do that.
Sharks
Shut
with
your
laser-
ass up.
sharks with
If
laser
I could
beams to their
fly-
head.
If I could fly, I sure would.
Shut your ass up.
Does the
you would
propeller
be,
run on
You would
bullshit?
be patient 100 for that. Like let me
No,
make
one-on-one,
sure.
patient
Let me
101.
make sure there's enough test studies that it's safe. All right, safe. Now I'm in.
If I could cut that fucking commute and fly as the bird flies over to AT&T Stadium, fuck that
You wild.
What about during hail season? Won't it hurt?
All right, college football.
shit, bro. All right, you got that.
I was like, don't look at me. The fuck?
Don't look at you. It's your subject.
It's your subject.
I didn't have shit to say other than I got approved for Mountain West and Big 12 Media Day in Vegas.
Woo!
I'm waiting on Big 10. They better not play with me. I'm literally a fucking USC
With
beat
your
writer.
USC experience, I think they'll give it to you.
I'm a literal USC impact. Like I literally wrote the eulogy for the fucking Pac-12. It's just be
I
real.
thought you weren't biased towards USC though.
I'm not biased towards USC. I just ever since covering college football, I stopped being a fan. And
Remember
shit.
when I said behaving? That's a fucking lie. That is a fucking lie.
I root for
If I-
teams. I want to see teams
If I
successful.
let Nikki off the leash right now, she would fucking troll you into a USC tangent for about 35 minutes.
I've given Oklahoma mad respect. Have I not?
No, you do not, Kenny.
In the past
You know
week?
what?
In the past week?
I'm on my leash, so sure you have.
Yeah.
I said in the past week. I didn't say. I remember all my past acts. Okay, Magneto. I remember all the shit.
In the past week, you haven't said anything, so it's like what is it?
Yeah, I haven't shit on them.
The evidence of absence doesn't make the
Not the
absence
evidence of evidence. Say that in like Jesse Jackson's voice, though.
You mean Samuel L. Jackson?
No, I meant Jesse Jackson's voice. Like for some reason,
Jesse Jackson.
I know Samuel Jackson said it, but for some reason it's funnier.
Jesse Jackson.
Funnier if Jesse
If
said
you
it.
don't have anything to say, we can move on.
No, actually I do.
5-star DL Justus Terry decommits from USC.
Yeah, a lot of 5-star D linemen are doing that.
Because Lincoln Riley is choking.
Wow, I wasn't going to say that. No, it's just 5-star D linemen have not really developed at USC.
Yeah, I wonder why.
No, like since
Because
Clay
Alex
Helton.
Grinch is a piece of shit.
Going back to Rasheem Green, he was a 5-star defensive end. He was the number one player in the country, damn near. Number one player in California. He didn't materialize into a first-round pick. Leonard Williams was not a 5-star recruit. Thule wasn't a 5-star recruit. Like, a lot of the 5-star recruits do not pan out. Corey Foreman, I still don't know where the fuck school he's at.
I don't know why you're defending Alex
I think he's at Fresno State. No, fuck Alex Grinch. But I'm saying, I can go back to Clay Helton, where they got 5-star defensive linemen and then they just didn't develop them. So, like Nicholas Harbor, who was like the 6'5" receiver out of South Carolina, who was playing DN and runs a fucking 100 that's comparable to Tyreek Hill. Like, that dude was a defensive end prospect, and USC wanted him to play, but I don't think they wanted him at receiver. So he went to South Carolina to play receiver instead of defensive end. So his dude, Justus Terry, will probably be at LSU or some shit. Les Miles is suing LSU because they for the vacated win situation, so now he can't make it into the Hall of Fame. And you know what, Les Miles, you brought it on yourself. If he actually had not gone 3-18 at Kansas, he would be eligible for the College Football Hall of Fame if he never took that Kansas job. Statistically.
I'm kind of on his side a little bit. I don't even fuck with him, but like
He
I
cheated,
get it.
though, and he was fucking interns.
Into earns?
He was fucking interns at,
Oh, fucking intern.
like, coitus, fellatio, all the other stuff.
You got any other words?
I was going to say anal, but that kind of goes without saying. It's LSU.
I mean, if they're 19, then why would you have to go for that?
Because LSU's had
Just
a run.
kidding. Just kidding. I was kidding.
Okay, but yeah, no, LSU's actually had like a scary run of like just their coaches fucking female assistants.
Yeah, well, it's like 2.
No. When Keon, what's his name?
If I had a nickel for it.
No, it was like they ran a train on one lady. Like, what's his name? He plays for the Patriots now. Keon, I'm forgetting his fucking name. I thought he was going to be a first-round pick.
Okay.
Keyshawn Boutte. Like, he was a part of the train that got ran on like a former person.
Game.
All right, guys.
Bottom line is LSU's been had some corruption, and Les Miles has been at kind of the heart of it. So yeah, this is your punishment. If Mike Leach can't get in because he's short of the 600 win percentage, then you're not gonna get in either, Les Miles. So go fucking suck a dick. Go pee up a tree.
Real.
Go piss up a rope. All right, Texas A&M baseball team is ridiculed by fans for, I guess, out-of-pocket comments towards Florida's dugout. But can we be honest? College baseball is really the one place where you can just say whatever the fuck you want.
You don't know what they said, do you?
I don't. And I'm pretty sure it's pretty awful. But college baseball players' shit talk is usually either racist or misogynistic or just really fucked up.
The context?
Give me the context.
So, Florida's dugout, right? Texas A&M drunk 19-year-old boys right behind the dugout. They lean over into the dugout of the Florida baseball players and start making fun of the not working. They start making fun of the dead bat boy that just died.
Damn.
Making fun of and saying that he like deserved to die.
He had an illness?
I think he died suddenly, unfortunately.
Oh.
And they were making fun of him and like ridiculing his death and saying he deserved to die and shit like that.
Yeah.
They did get kicked out. However, ever since then, Texas A&M has been ridiculed and actively rooted against by literally everyone in the nation. So,
kind of not surprised. Like,
Yeah.
people are really evil to college.
It was two
athletes.
By the way, it was two college students and a middle-aged man.
Yeah, it's
A guy who should have turned and been the bigger voice and said, "Guys, that's not funny. You should not be joking about something so morbid." He could have been a man, but he decided to be a boy along with the boys he was with. And yeah,
more like a coward because even little boys won't do shit like that.
Yeah, it was
if
really
they're
fucked
taught
up.
properly.
As a Texas A&M Aggie myself, fuck those guys. Disgusting behavior. Like, there's
SEC for you.
There's things that just go way past like what's the word I'm looking for? Banter. Like, you could say, I mean, Jesus Christ. There's a million other things that you could say about rather than making fun of it.
Someone's dead homie.
Someone's dead homie that just died. By the way, he just died. He didn't die like a year ago. He died like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So.
That's maybe like baseball players don't run into the stands on people.
From all Texas A&M Aggie fans, we do not claim those guys. Fuck those guys. Hope they get fucking expelled. But in other news, Texas A&M finals for the World Series. We're going for the championship.
They're in Nebraska?
Tennessee. Yes, in Omaha, Nebraska.
Yes,
against Tennessee.
The Volunteers. They've had a pretty magical run too, from what I've seen. I've been to Sports Center a couple times. Yeah, so the NCAA wants to add more teams to March Madness, which makes sense because all the mid-majors are really good now. And a lot of these schools and conferences are really shitty. And there's no more Pac-12, so ipso fucking facto. Plus, what's that dude? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the white dude from Indiana State who was hooping. He missed out on, being in the NCAA tournament. And they won the NIT, but usually if you win the NIT, you probably should have been in the tournament. But it is what it is.
The NIT used to be the better tournament.
It did. It really did.
And also, fuck those scumbags from Tamu.
Dirtbags.
It's Tamu, thank you.
Yeah, you say Tamu because you hate Polynesians. You got to stop that.
I don't, but okay.
Do not claim them. Anyway, moving on to Take Your Change.
I didn't just go in the kitchen and binge on ice cream with a knife, like a serial killer.
With a knife?
With a knife,
With
bro?
a knife?
No
Seek
spoons.
help. My God. Use your
There's
fingers
no
at that point.
spoons.
He used his fingers with a knife in his hand. Do you
Thank
feel
you,
more?
Kenny.
Do you feel more removed
I
from your
honestly
crime?
feel better. I honestly have a lot more bandwidth to deal with you guys now. Like, I feel a lot
thank
better.
you. So take your tangent.
Yeah, go ahead.
No sound.
You sure, Kenny? You don't want to talk for 30 minutes about
I
something
was
random?
waiting for you to play the sound so we could get to the next segment of the show that Nikki said like 5
Oh,
times.
now you guys want to be serious, huh?
I mean, we didn't get up in the middle of the show and eat ice cream with a knife, like a fat ass.
That's crazy.
Gonna go straight to your hip, your
Kansas,
jowls.
the state of Kansas approves a stadium bill to potentially steal away both the Chiefs and the Royals from the Missouri side of the city. So they're going to rip them away from Missouri and make them start playing in Kansas and diss Arrowhead Stadium.
I honestly thought they always played in Kansas. Can I just have that moment of...
It's called Kansas City, Missouri, though.
Yeah.
There's also Kansas City, Kansas, but it's like less than half.
You know what would be fucking crazy? Because you know how they're looking for a stadium?
They go to St. Louis?
What if they went to St. Louis?
It's already a dome there.
And it's still Missouri, so they would
And
they would retain
and the
their entire,
Blackhawks.
they would retain their entire fan base.
And their uniforms.
and they'd get $400 million.
The St. Louis Chiefs is crazy.
Sounds
They
kinda
would probably
gross.
just be the Missouri Chiefs at that point.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
I would
Kansas City
quit.
Chiefs sounds better, in my opinion.
I
Yeah, it
mean,
would just be the Missouri Chiefs.
St. Louis
the
Chiefs
Midwest
sounds
Chiefs.
kind of hard. No,
The
Missouri
Midwest
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
the St. Louis Chiefs is
No,
kind of
I can't
hard.
copy New England
The
like
Mizzou
that.
Chiefs sounds kind of hard, honestly.
Nah, but then
That
Mizzou
sounds
football
kinda
would get overshadowed, and they're
But
really good.
But the people of Missouri say Mizzou, like outside
Yeah.
of the college.
So, I just think St. Louis Chiefs sounds pretty cool.
Nah, it doesn't. Sounds like
It
a
doesn't sound
UFL
bad.
team.
That's the St. Louis Blackhawks.
So are-
But if you told me,
Battle
hey,
Hawks.
there's a fucking St. Louis Chiefs, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Sounds
I
like a
wouldn't be
Negro
surprised.
League
'cause there's
baseball
already-
team.
There is already I don't know, because they'd be butting up with the
The St. Louis Blackhawks.
yeah,
I mean, I guess yeah.
because that's already like Indianish.
But I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
literally the
See?
You mean the California
I
Angels?
don't even want to talk about it.
See, it gets worse, right? It gets even worse the deeper you go.
No,
They could find a way to fuck this up.
A good friend of mine is a diehard Angels fan. Every single time we've been to Angels games together.
I no longer am.
I always say, we're going to go to the Angels of Anaheim, or the Angels of Anaheim game. We're going to go to the Angels Anaheim game.
As you should, but I mean, they're fucking, their watering hole with the bar and the tacos is elite.
No, but honestly though, going to an Angels game is so much fun. You have to pay like $10 for a ticket because they suck.
Their Groupon is like fucking $20, and you get
it's a Legends venue, so I can go and hang out in the suites for free. Like literally, you get in the building for $10.
So you just now wanted to point this out. We could have been going to Angels games and getting blacked out in suites.
But then you have to go to an Angels game.
I don't give a fuck. That's how I got the idea to go to Boston for 24 hours.
Fenway Park is a lot fucking different.
Fenway Park
Angels,
is legendary. I was blacked out in the nosebleeds. I passed out. I fucking fell asleep
Fenway
for 4
Park is an
innings.
experience. Anyway, moving on.
It is.
So anything else to say about Kansas?
If anything, I'm just glad you got your sugars right just for that, because now you don't be knocking out randomly as many places, which is good.
No, I was blacked out
you
drunk
were kind
all
of
day.
a liability, bro.
I was
I was
blacked out
really
drunk.
worried about you at one point.
In Boston?
No, you were just
No,
knocking out
he
everywhere,
was.
bro.
He was.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm telling you. Like, it was bad. Like, damn near narcolepsy.
Yeah, but I don't think it was probably because you were drunk, bro, because you got to drink a lot to get that drunk.
No, ask Andrew. I was blacked out drunk all day. Like me and the two people I went with were blacked out so hard. We blacked out at different times. So our stories are literally different.
Real.
That's how blacked out we were. And that shit was fun as fuck. I want to do it again.
All right. Next up.
Got to go to a Yankee game this time, though.
Yeah, for sure. Jake Paul.
Oh, God.
The way I wrote this is funny because you can tell who's salty. Jake Paul continues to beat up on old guys and call it fair with his bout against Mike Perry on July 20th.
That was actually that was outstanding. That was outstanding producer work because that's petty, but it's justice. Who the fuck is Mike Perry? Go fight Kendall Gill.
He's a retired boxer.
Yeah, go fight Kendall Gill, who's an MMA artist and a former NBA player. Go fight dudes who will really kill you. Like, go fight those guys.
I genuinely still am 100% convinced Mike Tyson will beat him. Because
that boy with a liver
What team
shot.
did Kendall Gill play for, Kitty?
Timberwolves, Clippers. I think the Lakers at one point. Maybe the Bulls. The Heat.
I don't think he played for the
I have absolutely no knowledge to fact check.
Played for
him
the
on that.
Hornets, too, I think.
He definitely played for the Hornets.
So what do we think about that? Do we think he's valid for doing what he's doing?
We know
Do you
he's
think
not
it's-
valid. It's bullshit. But he's giving guys a payday who probably need it. So it's
I mean, as long as he's finding people to sponsor it, and people are showing up to the event.
he's getting female boxers paid too.
I think you see it from a business standpoint more, and he sees it from a fan standpoint more.
For sure. I mean, I don't think I've watched one of his fights.
I don't either, but it still gives me the ick.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
what
saying
happened-
his card has female boxers who are like actually good.
Speaking of, whatever
He's getting
happened
the
to his
pay.
fucking app? Like,
He has
that
an
just
app?
went away?
I mean, women boxers. Sorry,
What's a
And
the
boxing is
fucking
a-
TikTok fucking knockoff app he had where the
didn't-
fight started. That's where the whole fight started. What was it called?
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
No, it wasn't Vine. It was supposed Vine.
No idea what you're talking about, unfortunately.
I know what you're talking
That's
about.
where
but I
all
don't
these
remember.
fights started. Triller.
Oh, I never used it.
Yeah, Triller. There you go.
I don't even use TikTok like that.
I'm surprised he's not fighting on Zeus.
I use
He should
Reels.
fight on Tubi. Honestly, Tubi surpassed like everybody.
What's that
All
one?
right.
Alibaba or whatever it's called? The
Yeah,
Chinese one?
yeah. That one's huge. Next.
Shout out Jake Paul. He knows his. How do you say? He knows his bag. We touched on this a little bit earlier, but if y'all
We
have
can
any,
skip it.
All right. Well.
All right, if you really want to talk about it, go ahead.
No, I don't have anything else to say.
Then
but
don't second guess
I was
it.
gonna
Just say
ask
it.
if y'all had any extra comments to make on Jason Tatum's pretty cringe behavior when he was.
It's
kind of-
light skin shit.
He was deliberately fishing for iconic moments when he was kind of like posing unnaturally.
We really did
and
it. We did it.
and
Shut
like
the fuck up, Dora the Explorer.
fucking Tom Brady hands on his head and the fucking weird.
Oh yeah, I didn't
He
think about that.
pulled the
one.
KG too.
The Kobe Bryant with the.
He pulled the KG too. It was
Oh yeah,
gross.
when he jumped on the thing. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about all those. Fuck.
The one where he was holding.
And then he's holding the trophy the
yeah.
exact same way, yeah, without the jacket. But I mean, there's only like 3 pictures of him and LMA out. Like he got her pregnant, and he's living his best life with LMA. So good for him.
I will say, super fucking cringe.
They went straight to Miami, which is hilarious, by the way.
It's hard to defend him, not gonna lie. But like, I will say though, people
He went to Duke. You got to remember that.
People do hate him, and then when I ask people, why do you hate him so much? They'll
'Cause
be
he
like,
went to
they'll just
Duke.
say, oh, he's goofy.
He's light skinned and he went to
Like,
Duke.
So like, yeah, okay, so he's goofy. He is totally goofy.
No. Culturally,
What else?
it's culturally. Well, the racist
you-
fans hate him because he's black, but culturally, he went to Duke. So fuck him.
He's like, okay, but you say you hate him because he's light skinned.
No, I don't hate him because he's light skinned. I'm saying like I hate when he does light skinned
You
shit
hate
like
light
that.
skins though.
Yeah, you do.
I like
You hate-
I like
you do.
picking on light skins.
No,
it's fun.
you literally do. You
No,
talk
you
a
know-
lot of shit about light
I
skin.
don't
The
hate
only
light. I have light skinned people in my family.
The only light skin you
Talk
dick
to him
ride is
about that.
Caleb Williams.
Hold on, I did not dick ride Caleb Williams.
Yeah, you do, bro.
That's
dude.
crazy
You
work.
do dick ride
That's
Caleb.
crazy work.
Caleb Williams
That's
sucks
crazy
up all
fuck.
of
He's not
the-
my favorite light skinned QB. It's technically Kyler. Kyler's kind of light
Bro,
skinned.
you be shitting on Kyler.
I like Kyler. I've
No,
always liked
no,
Kyler.
No, I'm still on my
If
leash.
Kyler was 6'5", he'd be
No,
fucking elite. But
I feel it tugging.
he's not a leader.
I feel the collar tugging. I can't talk.
All right, let's move on.
She's like, I'm gonna get cussed out when this is over.
Okay.
Once on my back, Kyler, everybody gets mad at me.
Chiefs
This-
Bugs is arrested the second time this offseason.
Isaiah Bugs, D lineman,
My
former
guy.
Alabama. I mean,
He's having a very eventful offseason.
he's making it real easy to get cut.
When you get cut by the Cowboys, that's crazy.
Second time.
He got
he
cut
should
by
be-
the Chiefs. No, he's on the Chiefs.
No, I thought it was the. I thought it
The
was
Cowboys
the Colts.
first.
He got cut from the Colts, I think.
Okay.
yeah, but he was on the Chiefs.
Same color wheel,
He
my
is right
bad.
now.
Same color wheel,
He's
my
on the
bad.
Chiefs now.
Same color wheel. What the fuck are you talking
He got
about?
cut by the Colts and then got picked up by the Chiefs, but he hasn't actually played for them yet.
So how the Colts and the Chiefs the same color wheel?
No, some of the Cowboys.
Blue and fucking white.
No, Cowboys are more
Cowboys
like
ride
silver,
fucking Colts.
silver and like
Cowboys
platinum.
ride Colts.
No, they have very similarly ugly home uniforms, though.
Cowboys don't really
Thank
have
you.
ugly uniforms.
Yes,
Thank
they
you.
fucking do. They
Their
look like
retros
prison.
are pretty ugly.
Their home uniforms look like prison uniforms. I'm sorry.
Remember the TL uniforms, the Marion Barber uniforms? Those were fucking ugly.
Y'all know that meme, Thanos? It's perfectly balanced. That's the
Yeah.
Raiders because y'all have the coolest and also the ugliest uniform in the league.
That is not true.
How do we have
Bills
the
have the
ugliest
ugliest
uniform?
The Bills have
Yes,
the
you do.
ugliest
You
uniform.
How do
have
we
the-
have the
you
ugliest?
have
The
both
Commanders
no.
are ugly.
Y'all gonna let me cook or what? Y'all have
The Seahawks
y'all,
are
Put some
ugly.
seasoning on the fucking meal.
y'all have both the coolest and
Seahawks
the
are-
ugliest uniforms in the league at the same
Silver
time.
and black.
Your silver and black uniforms are hard as fuck, super cool.
The color. You don't like the color rush.
The home uniforms are the definition of prison uniforms.
The white one. That's because Derek Carr was our
Prison-
quarterback.
The prison uniforms.
That's because Derek Carr was playing
that is
quarterback
what
for
every
us.
Single like you
Now I
have-
feel my collar tugging.
I said y'all have the coolest away uniforms. Okay, take it. As
My
a
neck,
compliment.
my neck is itching. That's
That's
David.
Thanos. Okay.
Why do you keep doing?
You know, Mr. Davis wore like all white.
He
Like,
doesn't
I'm
do.
not fucking
He
fingering
doesn't
the
do
air.
this. No, he doesn't do this. Thanos doesn't do this ever.
Can you guys stop? You guys
That's
are
why I'm
making me
confused.
uncomfortable. We've
Why are
had
you
too
doing
many conversations about sex. This whole
Thanos keeps
thing.
his
Like,
hands like he always
let's
has a beer in his hand.
Thanos has no time to think about sex, dude. He's locked in, bro.
Thanos has
That's
hella
crazy.
kids.
He
Thanos
is
has
locked
hella
in.
kids. He's definitely raped people too. Thanos is a fucking monster.
Well, once he got on his, never mind.
Mr. Davis wore all white to the games. That's all I'm gonna say.
Who?
That
Who?
Mr. Davis.
Okay.
The Raiders
Oh,
got some of the
Mark
dopest.
Davis, the guy that looks like a potato.
No.
Hey, don't you
Mr.
disrespect the
Davis. I didn't say Mark Davis. I said Mr. Davis.
I think the only
Al
problem.
Davis.
My only problem with the Raiders is they changed the Aces uniforms to match the Raiders, and I don't think you should do that because the Aces are actually a winning franchise.
What about the Sparks?
The Sparks fucked their shit up too. The Sparks got like plastic surgery on their uniforms and made it worse.
Damn.
What about the Washington team? What about
Commanders?
fucking...
Colts uniforms are kind of ass too, if we're being honest.
Bro, all the teams have the same color scheme.
Wear
if they're
black
owned by the
cleats.
same
And
ownership.
you got white pants. What the fuck are you doing? I would only
Also,
wear white
the
cleats.
Aces, that's totally the right color scheme. For
They
the Aces,
shifted
by
it
the way.
though. It wasn't always
they
like
didn't,
that.
they didn't need the red. They never need the red.
Yeah,
The red was always
black
kinda
and
overkill.
gold would have been just perfect.
No, gold doesn't make any sense for an ace, in my opinion.
Yeah, it does. Aces is on a card, right?
Yeah,
Bro, have
there's
you
no
ever seen a
gold.
gold ace?
Have you
Yeah.
ever seen a gold ace ever?
Red makes more sense than gold.
They didn't need red on the
Black,
uniforms.
black, silver.
They don't have
sense.
uniforms.
Black, white, silver, and maybe red makes sense. That's it.
Gold makes sense if you just have trim.
No
Gold trim makes
gold
sense.
doesn't make sense, bro.
Unless you have Legend of Zelda fucking cards. You
Red-
should not have gold cards.
But red doesn't make sense because they don't even have red alternates. The aces. They don't even have red alternates.
Because,
I think they didn't lean into the red too hard because of UNLV. I think that's why
they let
didn't lean
UNLV
into the
get in
red
their
too hard.
bag.
Because they would have looked like UNLV out there.
UNLV be in their bag though with their uniforms, especially in football. It's like a perfect time to be.
All right. Anyway, no one cares about the WNBA. Moving on. Josh Giddey got.
That's crazy that you said that.
Josh Giddey.
The Giddler?
Josh Giddey got sent.
No, the Giddler.
Nikki's older brother.
The Giddler.
The Giddler.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
You kind of look like him.
That's crazy.
You thought about the first white guy.
That's because he has more bounce in his hair than she does.
Not even that.
No, dude, I'm going to be staring at the ceiling till 3 a.m. now. You're going to be like, you tell me I look like a kid diddler?
You said Josh.
I didn't mean it like that. I mean,
But you said it.
I didn't mean you look like him.
Josh Giddey has more like volume in his hair than you do. But like that's
Volume,
crazy.
you mean?
Yeah, he has more puts more pride. He
If
puts
I
way
look
more
like
pride
Aaron
in his hair.
Hernandez, you look like Josh Giddey.
No, you have the haircut of Aaron Hernandez. That's why.
Damn.
That's the Aaron Hernandez
I mean,
cut.
Did I ever show you the picture of when I dressed up for him for Halloween?
In college,
And you're talking. Okay.
it was
Anyway.
funny as shit.
Did
So
you
yeah.
ever see that picture or no?
No.
That's a hilarious picture.
Joshua Giddey got sent to the Buffalo Bulls.
The Chicago Bulls.
Chicago Bulls, my bad.
See, the Buffalo Bills have terrible uniforms.
The Chicago Bills for the second time, for 2 times. God, I cannot talk. Sound like fucking Donald Trump. 2 Corinthians. For the 2-time all defensive guard Caruso.
Yo, Caruso.
Take or tangent.
That's
Kenny?
a win. That's a win for the Thunder. Caruso.
Think Josh Giddey, honestly.
No. Caruso can play great defense. He could be an all NBA defender, and he doesn't fuck with kids.
Yeah, but that keeps him young, keeps him loose. You know
No,
what I
but
mean?
Caruso was
He's
really
like
just.
sucking the life force out of minors.
That's
Can we not be
crazy.
pro pedophilia?
Please don't
This
say
is
that,
not
yeah.
a pro NAMBLA
Please
podcast.
don't say that.
Death to NAMBLA, actually, and every member in NAMBLA. That's crazy.
Even Cartman.
Yes,
Damn.
fuck him. He's on Ozempic too much anyway.
Damn. I haven't watched that episode yet.
Me neither, but I saw enough clips to know how that episode's gonna end because I'm on Ozempic. Yeah, the Thunder are gonna be a serious
That's
problem
fucked up.
because Caruso's won a chip and he knows how to win, so he's gonna get shot.
I won best costume that year.
Pretty good. Just for being Mexican with a buzz cut.
Yeah, everyone was
Looking
like,
like
you
a-
just
a
wanted to
racist
wear.
stereotype?
Everyone was like, you just want to wear basketball shorts to work. I was like, fuck yeah, I did.
And what about it? Anyway, any thoughts about Josh Giddey?
The
Can
Giddler.
you stop calling him that?
It's the Giddler.
I think it's a good move for them. Honestly, I think
kid
it's a good
diddler?
move for both
No,
teams.
it's just the Giddler because the Diddler is Diddy. So you just say the Giddler.
Kid diddler. The
No.
kitty diddler.
No. Giddler implies he's a diddler and Diddy's a nasty ass
So
sex trafficker.
Giddler is a mix of Giddy
But
and
you can
Kitty.
say the Kiddler.
So Kitty and Kiddler.
Okay, guys.
He's JK.
Let's walk
okay.
it back. Let's walk it
Yeah,
back.
I like Kiddler's. Kiddler's a great name.
We're almost done with this. With this
Kiddler's the
segment.
main event.
We're all 3 bullet points away from
Okay,
finishing the
anything
show,
about
guys.
any
Giddler
thoughts
sells
about
tickets.
Joshua Giddey?
Anyways, like I said, I
Caruso
like the
gonna kill.
move. Go ahead, Kenny. You want to continue talking? Are you sure? You said you were done 5 times. You kept talking. I don't know, man.
Cut me off.
I feel like you got great ideas in there. Go ahead. You sure there's nothing else you want to
I
say?
like the talking pillow thing.
Yeah, that's what we
Talking
need.
stick?
Yeah, we need the fucking therapy stick.
But like you would hold the stick forever.
P has the stick. P
You're done
has the
talking,
stick.
right?
Pete,
You're
go ahead.
done talking, right?
The stick is in your hand. It's on fire. So hurry.
Anyways, I think it's a perfect move for both teams with Caruso and Dort. When you put them out there, you have one of the most aggressive, athletic defensive backcourts. Otherwise, he's a perfect complement to Shai because he'll do a lot of the dirty work, kind of protect Shai a little bit so he can do what he does on the offensive end. Giddey kind of fell off an offensive clip this last year. Just too many people in that rotation, too many people that kind of operate in the same part of the court as he does. So now he goes to somewhere where he can get a little bit more freedom, a little bit more space. The Bulls really don't seem to have a plan. So it's going to be, he's going to get a lot of opportunity to earn himself some more money. So I think it's a good trade for both teams. But yeah, I don't know what the legal age is in Illinois. But
Bro said Illinois. The fuck?
Yeah, because he's going to Chicago.
You sounded so perfect, so professional, so PR, and then you said Illinois and everything got ruined.
How am I supposed to say?
Yeah, Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I
The
guess.
crazy thing
Fucking
is,
normal person.
like, all R. Kelly's people or all R. Kelly's former people are going to reach out to Giddy probably.
That's
He's already going to have an ecosystem.
wild.
Pause.
That used to
Anyway.
That's not pause. They're still out here talking about R. Kelly, trying to get bags.
I make jokes about Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey and R. Kelly, that's just different.
Josh
conversations.
Kelly not only fucked a 15-year-old in Australia.
He didn't, but he didn't, though. He actually didn't. It's been proven. He's been proven innocent. I make fun of him, but he's
Giddy
actually
was
been
definitely
proven.
getting pussy in Australia. We're not going to act like
the
he
parents
wasn't.
dropped the parents dropped the charges.
They probably got a bag.
No, but like they were like they like said like she lied, right? She said she was this age, but also she admitted, her parents admitted they never had like sexual contact. He was like, yeah, that's what I've been saying all the fucking long, guys. Now, at the end of the day, as a grown-ass man, you're going to look at a 15-year-old girl and think that she's of age. It's kind of wild. And also, why are you fucking with 18-year-old girls anyway? So, yes, is he sus? No. Is he R. Kelly?
He's sus.
Or yes, sorry, yes, he's
You
sus.
had it backwards.
Is he R. Kelly? No.
It's
Anyway.
adjacent.
R. Kelly
Absolutely
didn't get hit for molestation charges. Remember that. He got hit for RICO charges.
Never mind. Anyway.
Giddy could get hit for a charge that isn't molestation and still be guilty, is what I'm saying.
I mean.
All right, guys.
Anyway. Never mind. Anyway.
It's nasty work. It's just nasty work.
Touchdown or turnover. Higgins gets the franchise tag.
It's a touchdown for the Bengals because at least for now they're keeping their core together. From reports, he's not supposed to hold out. He's supposed to play on the deal, and they don't really plan on giving him another long-term deal. So he may still get traded, but at least for now, they kept the core together. And I think that's a win for them. But ultimately, I don't know if he'll ever get his payday because they might just franchise tag him this year and franchise tag him again or trade him.
Done in Cincinnati. There's no way he's coming back. I would be like, I'm going to go be a number one receiver somewhere else. Hell, maybe Jacksonville. Hell, maybe somewhere. But, like, you can't not get paid. As good as T. Higgins is, he would be a one on a lot of teams. And it's kind of foul. So, like, he also has one of the greatest touchdown catches ever.
He should just go to the Chargers and be what Mike Williams never was.
Pretty much. That'd actually be the perfect spot.
Next.
Lakers hire Redick on a 4-year contract.
You did that on purpose. You know it.
Did what on purpose?
I'm gonna say it's a turnover.
Fucking JJ Redick.
At least not for JJ
Fucking
Redick.
hate JJ Redick as a coach.
Go ahead, Kenny. Go
You
ahead.
have the talking stick. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Kenny.
All right, it's a horrible fucking deal. Sam Cassell would have been a better choice. So now him and LeBron are going to be doing podcasts. So you're shitting. You're going to be shitting. You're going to be congratulating JJ Redick. Watch he gets an Emmy for his stupid ass podcast too. Like, so you're going to give him a congratulations and LeBron for doing a podcast, but people have been shitting on Draymond Green. NBA, these old NBA veterans just need to get the fuck out the way. It's gross. It's nasty talk. And I just don't think it's a good deal. And the Lakers really are the brokest, most desperate team in the NBA. And it's really sad. See how far they've fallen off.
That's crazy. That's literally been my talking point since you've known me, but fuck me. Anyways, the only thing I gotta add to that is that ultimately I'd be surprised if he played out his contract. He's just gonna find a way to make this team mediocre, probably get fired in 2 to 3 years. They'll hire someone else to come in and finish his rebuild. Basically, they're gonna give him the Luke Walton treatment. He'll get bought out and get a shit ton of money. And, besides making a shit ton of money for being a slightly above average player in the league, JJ Redick also gets a shit ton of money from his podcast company. And then he has, another company. So, yeah, he's pretty much made for life. And stop snitching on the Clippers because you didn't win a ring with them. And you were part of the problem. They should have kept Caron Butler over you.
Could you say that again, please, for the uninitiated ears?
Yeah, they should have kept Karan Butler over him.
Thank you. JJ Redick was mid as fuck. This is why people hate.
He wasn't
everybody for
mid. He was good, but he was
He
above.
never-
He was slightly above mid.
Would you rather have Norman Powell or JJ Redick?
I'd rather have JJ Redick.
That's crazy.
JJ Redick was like our starter.
He was forced to play point guard. He was technically a two guard in college.
He played point guard more like his first years in Orlando. With the Clippers, he played two guard. But he was always like the initiator. He'd always have like 8 points in the first quarter. Karan was too. That's why I liked Karan. But
Injuries.
they got rid of him. Next one.
Closing out touchdown and turnover. The Pistons fire Williams after 1 year of his tenure. Williams' quote is blindsided. He personally, that's crazy. Bro, he joins Jimbo Fisher and others on the $1 Million Couch Club. Congratulations.
That's just so stupid to me because like he was literally like a super coveted coach the last 2 times he's been a free agent, including last year. And the whole idea was to bring him in and help him lead this rebuild, which, yeah, they had one of the worst seasons ever, but they also showed a lot of progress. And even when they were on that fat losing streak, there were some games where they were competitive. There were some where they got blown out, but there was more competitive games than not. I feel like he took strides with them, and I feel like just getting rid of him after a year does more damage to your young core rather than giving them support. So, yeah, I think it's just a fucked up move and just a signal of how bad that organization is as an institution.
Sam Cassell should be the head coach of the Detroit Pistons. Shout out to the homie Eric Lampkins.
But it sucks that has to be his first opportunity. Like, why couldn't he get the Lakers job? It's a much better opportunity.
Because only white players
he's
are
actually
allowed to
been
fail
grinding.
in the NBA and get massive
He's
jobs.
actually been grinding.
Like Steve Nash, failure.
I mean, but
Coach.
Steve Nash was actually an assistant coach before he got that job. He was with the Warriors for like 3 years before he got that job, and he was already
How
an
much
old
did he do?
player.
What was he gonna tell Steph? He's
Bro, don't shit on Steve Nash just because he's white, bro.
fuck Steve Nash. No,
He
fuck
actually
Steve Nash
paid his
didn't play
dues.
defense.
Just like Lou Walton actually paid his dues.
Steve
Luke
Nash
Walton was
never played
actually an assistant coach as
like
well.
Everyone loves Steve Nash.
Yeah, bro. You're
Except
just shitting on
Jason
Steve Nash for no
Richardson.
reason. Well,
Do you want to be on the side of Jason?
yeah, Jason Richardson fucked his
He
wife
can still probably dunk though.
and feel horrible for 3 weeks after.
I don't think he feels horrible for fucking. Steve
No, I'm
Nash's
saying
wife.
his knees would feel horrible. From
He
the
plays in the
impact.
big three, doesn't he? Bottom line is,
He don't be yamming like that.
how do you have KD, Kyrie, and James Harden, or whatever the fuck that team was, and
They never really played together like that. That was the
yeah,
whole thing.
And even then, like
They only had James Harden for like 1.5 seasons.
that shouldn't have been his first job. I think Steve Nash could have been a
Why?
good coach, but the net, all those superstars are better. than
You're
him.
not saying that about Jason Kidd. Look at where
Jason Kidd's
Jason
actually
Kidd
a
is.
great coach,
But he wasn't in Milwaukee. He was a fucking horrible coach.
and
He got packed out of Milwaukee. They literally said, "We don't know why you're fucking coach." Nobody wanted to listen to him.
2 words: Doc Rivers.
Jason Kidd was a much worse coach with the Bucks than Steve Nash was with the Nets.
But he actually won as a player.
Jason Kidd is also like the worst coach in general.
No, he's not. I'm not
Steve
just saying that because
Nash-
he's an Oakland native, but like
You are, bro.
Jason Kidd?
because
No, Jason Kidd-
actually, everybody knew he was going to be a coach one day.
Jason, every single day
Steve
that
Nash,
I wake up
too.
and Jason Kidd has a job
I
is
see that.
is a nightmare to me. I've seen
He
this.
got the Mavs to the finals. What are you talking about?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Wow.
I swear to God, this guy is like the worst coach with a good team in the league by far.
Okay, see, now that's a fair statement.
He is
But Doc Rivers
bottom
wins that award
5,
far and away.
bottom 5 for sure coaches in the league.
And Steve Nash actually won 3 MVPs in the height of
He
Kobe.
stole 2 MVPs from Kobe. Shut your fucking mouth, and you know it. He stole MVP from
What's
Shaq. too.
crazy is Kobe wouldn't even say that.
Okay.
That's what's crazy.
That's because Kobe had a
He wouldn't
trash
say
team,
that.
but like
Kobe wouldn't say
the year
that.
he averaged
bro.
35 or
Kobe
some
would
shit like
not
that.
say that.
Okay, we know
As
Nash
big of
stole
as
2
an
MVPs.
asshole Kobe was, he was also like
He was a fan of the
big
game.
recognized game type
Yes,
guy.
and that's why he wanted to play with Steve Nash.
And then
Yeah.
Steve Nash was washed the whole time he was a Laker.
That wasn't his fault.
That contract says otherwise. Bottom line is,
He didn't give himself a contract. Your shitty organization did. Get mad at your fucking ownership.
I've been mad at the Lakers for a while now, actually. LeBron kind of helped cause
So
this.
back on the subject of Williams, how do you feel about
Monty Williams, I mean, he got his money, so salute to him if he never gets another coaching job.
It's all fucking guaranteed money, bro.
All right,
Guaranteed
that's
money.
a win is a win.
A win is a fucking
go
win.
to college and win a national championship with the fucking college team, if that's the case. But I never thought he was a good fit in Detroit for the sheer fact that they're just too young and very untalented. They sent James Wiseman over there. He's still looking like shit. Cade Cunningham is doing everything by himself, and it's not looking
Right, so
too great.
So him being
And they still haven't gotten the number one pick yet.
So
Fucking
he-
NBA's rigged.
so he was a bad fit, sure. Like but
The circumstances were bad.
were the Pistons an L for firing him after 1 year, or did they
For
make
sure.
the right decision?
I mean, I think they just said, "Well, fuck it, we'll get Sam Cassell, or we'll get
So
the guy
you
we
agree-
actually want."
you agree with
They
the
needed to
decision?
clean house somewhere, and I think it wasn't working.
They've
The
already
Celtics won more playoff games than the Pistons won actual games.
So you agree with them? You agree with their?
You had to do that. You have to make that choice.
But why
If you know
not?
he's not the
He
guy,
got handed a pile of garbage and was like,
they
"Fix it."
they should have thought about that before they gave him all that money. And now they have to eat that. That's their fault. And since they have Cade Cunningham on a rookie contract, so fucking be it. Just have
You
to
don't
eat that.
give somebody a 7-year contract and expect them to pull you out of the abyss in 1 year. That doesn't
That's
make
why
any
they're
sense.
stupid for even giving him that contract. If they offered anybody on this couch that amount of money, even if you go 0-82, I'm taking the fucking check. Better believe me when I tell you, if we only win one game, it's the last game of the year.
Oh, I'm scrubbing shit and vomit off the fucking floor for 72 hours a week for that kind of money. 100%.
I might develop a cocaine habit.
All right. Fair,
Miami.
fair fade. Brandon Ayuk said the 49ers don't want him back on TikTok. The 49ers have since refuted that, said that they do want him back. Fair fade.
I mean, Ricky Pearsall signed his rookie contract today. First round pick. Former
What does that
teammate.
mean?
Bottom line is, you got 3 receivers, an all-pro tight end, an all-pro, all-world running back. You still got to pay Brock Purdy. Where the fuck is the Ayuk money coming from? You already paid Bosa. You already paid Fred Warner.
Wait, they have to.
Like another
A
year.
year.
Oh, well, they got time.
Yeah, they got 2 years.
We got about a year, bro. Lawrence got.
A year's better than
What do you
right
think?
now.
You think Purdy's not going to get more than Trevor Lawrence?
A year's better than right now.
I mean, yeah, a year, a full year from now. But
They're
I'm saying-
trying to get over, bro. That's all
Dak
they're
Prescott's
trying
going to get
They're trying to
a
get
lot
over.
of money. Dak is going to get a lot of money. I don't see how the Niners are going to win the Super Bowl next year.
Okay, but is it fair fade
Oh, it's
that he
definitely-
called them out? You're
It's a
getting lost
fade.
in the weeds.
No, it's a fade because, like, just trade him, bro. Like, trade him. Why would you take a receiver in the first round if you really thought, oh, yeah, I'm going to take a receiver in the first round who was, like, my disgruntled receiver's teammate in college, and I don't want to pay him. But if you're going to get more production if you're going to get the same production and the yardage spread out over everybody else, and Brandon Ayuk is getting the ball less, and you win a Super Bowl, like, is Ayuk supposed to be happy about that? And he was the first round pick, and he became an all pro, and he's proved himself. So I'm just going to be happy that you took a receiver in the first round to fucking cut into my production, and you don't want to pay me, and you don't want to trade me. Like, fuck out of my face, bro. So, yeah, like, it's a fade. I'd be like, trade me to the Chargers, dog, and y'all can figure this out.
Yeah,
Because he'd be perfect
I think-
for, that, for Jim Harbaugh's
I think
offense.
for me, it's a fade from the other perspective. Like, it's getting to the point now where it's like it's clear he doesn't want to be there, and now it's getting to the point where he's acting out and doing things that he doesn't need to do. Like, he didn't need to post a TikTok. He didn't need to post a video of him on a video call talking to another player about his standing with his team.
Jaden Daniels.
So it's like, you didn't need to do that. And at this point, the 49ers are in 2 Super Bowls in 5 years. They're trying to get over. Like, you don't need any sort of distractions. Kenny already gave you the football reasons of why he's,
He's worse off than T. Higgins.
he's not he's at least if everything goes right with all the other players, he's a nice to have. But honestly, he's still the best receiver, so that's where it gets kind of lost. But still, man, I feel like at this point, if he's going to continue to, do whatever he wants, like it's just gonna hurt the team. And if you're the 49ers, like at some point, you got to do something because Kenny already mentioned all these other players need to get paid as well. So if you're not going to pay him and he's just going to do whatever, then guess what? The next guy who's going to get paid is just going to do whatever. And you already gave up a second-round pick and lost Chase Young for nothing. Like, so go out, recoup some of that, and hope that Pearsall turns into what you think he's going to be and just call it a day. Because just sitting and doing nothing is not working. Like, it's progressively getting worse, and it's only going to get worse once the season hits. Because he's going to start not wanting to do media. He's going to start getting mad if he's not getting the ball. If they lose, he's going to get mad. Like, it's going to be a thing. So, if you're not ready for that, then you got to make the move.
And the only voice on that offense should be Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey.
All right, last one, Kenny. You can do the last one.
Yesterday was Juneteenth, the greatest Juneteenth in the history of Juneteenths ever. Greatest concert I've ever seen in my life. I saw generational trauma, generational curses be ended in a 2-hour show, a 2-hour concert.
Okay, is this your rant or are you setting up fair fade?
I'm setting it up. I'm setting up what I'm about to say because, I don't think people realize there were 32 different rival hoods on that stage, and they took a family picture together. Mustard brought out YG and performed hits where, people were crying. I dropped a tear a little bit seeing Mustard and YG back together. That shit was beautiful. Because you can't tell the story of me and Pete's life without mentioning Mustard and YG and their songs and the shit that they've made. And Tyler, the Creator, popped out. Oh, no shit. Forget Kendrick. Just everybody else who showed up. The fact that they played fucking Drakeo the Ruler, he died. He was murdered. It was a true LA concert, and it was just, I don't know. I don't see how people are still saying.
I'm waiting for the fair fade.
I'm still trying to figure out fair or fade. People still think Drake won. Fair or fade, seriously, fair or fade.
Man, I don't know anyone who thinks Drake won. Even my
academics.
My white girlfriend doesn't think Drake won. I don't even think Drake's mom thinks he won at this point.
Drake's mom asking, "What's Juneteenth?"
I don't think anybody with some sort of logic.
OVO Dick Riders are on Twitter.
If you think Drake won, then you probably think Trump didn't rig the election. I'm just saying, it's that sort of blasphemy at this point.
What do you mean? He didn't.
Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, Drake won.
Yeah, so.
No.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Kenny just took all the thunder per usual. He fucking threw a lob to himself when he was supposed to set it up for both of us.
I feel like I'm fucking this up by even mentioning this, just so chill out before I even say it. But I do low key think that Kendrick took it a little too personally in the beginning. It clearly wasn't a diss or anything, but he just took it a little too far.
That was the whole.
He took it a little far.
I love you a lot, man, but if you ever feel like you need to qualify something you're going to say, maybe just don't say it.
No, because I know
they're not like us. They're not like
us.
us.
No, I'm talking about the very beginning, back when J. Cole, that whole piece.
It goes way back before that. That wasn't even the beginning.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the very, very, very beginning.
Oh, no. This is a 12-year-old beef. They just, Metro started it, and then Kendrick said,
okay.
Hi.
When First Person Shooter dropped, And J. Cole said what he said. I think Kendrick just took it a little too he was a little too sensitive about it.
Like that wasn't even a diss though. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what kickstarted it all. No, like that's what brought it back up to the
Drake
fucking
kickstarted
forefront.
it.
They took it personally.
Drake took it personal.
J.
and then
Cole
say-
and Drake took it personally. They
Took
took
what
it,
personally?
the fuck the big three. It's just big me.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Kendrick took it a little too personally because he wasn't saying he wasn't dissing him at all. And Kendrick was like, man, and then like said that stupid.
Oh
shit.
no! What I'm saying is
Drake took it
Kendrick
personal.
saying that wasn't a diss at either of them.
But
that was just him talking
it
about
sounds like,
himself.
it sounds like a diss though.
It
It's
wasn't
not a
though.
diss.
It was him saying, "I'm the best." That's rap.
Shit,
That's
this ain't the
hip-hop.
Avengers, dog.
Okay,
I'm one above all.
Kendrick literally is radio silence, right, for fucking decades, and then they drop this,
No,
and
he's
then
not.
2 seconds later he
dropped
dropped
an
it
album
out.
2 years ago.
he drops this song, obviously in response, almost as like a diss
It
track.
wasn't his song. See?
The whole thing is though, like he wasn't like, "Oh, Drake, you're a pedo." J. Cole, you're boring. Like he was just like,
right.
Big Three-
That's,
it's
that's
a
right.
reference.
Did that,
Right.
it's a
actually.
reference.
I totally understand. That. I totally understand.
People
that. I'm just
brought
saying
to it what they
it
wanted.
wasn't- I don't think it was even worth saying "fuck the big three" because they were complimenting him. At least J.
No,
Cole
they weren't.
was.
Drake has been dissing Kendrick for years. Drake has been, that doesn't work when you're talking about hip hop.
J. Cole was not dissing him at all.
J. Cole tried to be a fucking. J. Cole thought this was a friendly sparring, and he realized, oh, this is a death match. And then
Exactly.
Schoolboy Q said, you need to get the fuck out of the way. These two really hate each other, and they've been beefing for like 15 years. They've been beefing since like 2009. You might want to really get the fuck out the way. And J. Cole said, he looked at Drake, because Drake put a battery in J. Cole's back to say that line. He used J. Cole to like try to ingratiate Kendrick, and Kendrick doesn't fuck with. Like they've been dissing each other for a decade. This is a decades long.
But
beef.
that's the thing.
That's
came
what-
out of J. Cole's mouth though.
But the thing is,
That's-
the big
he put-
three.
Drake put a battery in J.
No,
Cole's
but
back.
none of them created the big three. The big three was created by the music industry
media.
and music media and pundits and fans. Like
Bloggers.
that was all created by them. None of those three created it. So it's like when they were talking about it, they weren't dissing each other. They're dissing the idea of them just being grouped together because they're so
Powerpuff
different.
Girls or some shit.
Yeah, and they're not. So that was the whole gag.
In my opinion, when Drake's or Kendrick's response sounded a little like
Just so you know, you're actually
That's his
wrong.
voice.
Yeah.
That's his
just
cadence.
a lot of people agree with me.
All those people are wrong. All of you are wrong. He literally said it.
Okay, Mr. Objective Morals.
And I've been black my whole life, and you know, like he like Kendrick did a whole layout of why this happened. Drake is the one who was being petty. Like we talked about it before. He was taking shots at Megan Thee Stallion.
Fuck Drake. I'm not even talking about Drake.
But that's what I'm saying. Drake's a bitch.
I'm talking about Cole.
Cole realized, oh shit, I was just competitively
Yes,
dropping
exactly.
heat.
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
I was just
J. Cole was like, "Oh, I didn't realize you would get offended. I'm gonna leave."
No. He's like, I didn't realize y'all hated each other.
He knew.
No, he
he
didn't.
knew.
No.
He's not stupid.
J. Cole did an album with no
he's been
features, and that's his most successful album.
He's
Worked with everybody.
He's been
The
in the
Lils.
industry for a very long time. He's not dumb.
I think Schoolboy Q, because like Schoolboy Q said, Schoolboy Q called J. Cole and filled him in on what was really happening, and he realized, oh shit, this isn't like we're not play fighting. We're not like. I thought we were just playing laser tag. Y'all got real bullets in your fucking guns. I'm getting out of here.
I know. I agree with you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm saying the same thing. I'm just saying that it was innocent, and then Kendrick took it.
It was never
took it a
about
little
J.
too
Cole,
personally.
though. That's what I'm saying.
And he
Like,
didn't continue to drag J. Cole once J. Cole
stepped out.
waved the
I
white
didn't say
flag.
that, but I didn't say that either, though. I just made the very simple, minor statement that he
There's
took it
no
a
such
little
thing as
hard.
too far. We've already
He took
established
it a
it.
little hard.
No, we
He
took.
took it a little hard.
There's no such thing as
Listen.
too far. Pusha T already established it.
All right, at the end of the
We
day,
said you are hiding a child.
It's okay when 0.1% of the issue is on Kendrick. We don't
No, Drake started all this. That's why like that is not his
All
song.
right.
Metro Boomin and
All right,
Future
let's
got
We're not
just-
this.
talking about
let's just
Drake.
end
I
all
don't
this.
talk about Drake.
That wasn't the point. Like Kendrick said yesterday, the point of it wasn't about Drake. The point of it wasn't about anything else other than celebrating great black music
Unity.
in a great city. That's all. That's all it was about.
Unity at all.
That's all. That's all it was about.
You're a pedophile. Unity.
I mean, you're not. It's hard to explain.
I mean,
you're not from LA, so you don't understand. You don't understand
Cringe.
LA gang culture.
Cringe.
It's true
not.
though. You don't
Super
understand.
Don't understand
You don't
LA gang
understand.
culture.
Yeah.
You really don't.
You don't understand.
Cringe.
I have dead
You
friends
don't
from some
understand.
of those sets on stage. Like that shit
Cringe.
was.
Super cringe.
It's not cringe. You
So
just,
cringe.
You're from Oklahoma. You don't
Cringe.
really get it.
When
Cringe.
there's 20,000 people
Screaming.
the same song.
You sound like fucking Joaquin Phoenix. You wouldn't get it.
Don't get it though. That's
Cringe.
why you're saying this.
Cringe. You want to be in the in group? You want me to put me in the out?
I'm not in the
Cringe.
in, I'm
Cringe.
not in the in
Cringe.
group.
You're putting yourself in the out group.
You literally are. You're being
one-
a Karen actually right now.
Yeah, no one was even talking
Do you
about
know who the
you
treetops
right
are?
here.
Or the A-trays? Or the Hoovers? Do you understand the historical significance of that?
What are you trying? What
Exactly.
What are
You
trying
don't
to
even
say?
understand what I'm saying. So you don't
No, I'm
understand.
not gonna. What's the point? You're pigeonholing me, and for what?
I shouldn't have to. If I just named 3 legendary gangs in L.A., Pete can tell you about it. Like, it's not just me saying this, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, what is it? Okay, L.A. great. So
it was a L.A. It was like L.A. healing. Like he said,
Drake's from fucking Toronto. What are you?
And he
waffling
started
about?
talking L.A. gang politics in a diss track. He made it personal. Drake made it personal. He started talking about his wife and his kids.
I didn't, dude. Y'all are talking about something. You were
No.
talking about something I'm not talking about.
I'm saying
I don't give a fuck about Drake.
I don't think
or
you
what
realize how
Drake
heavy
did.
of a moment it was yesterday that Mustard and YG were on stage together and they forgave each other.
I'm not even talking about that. What are we talking
Exactly,
about? I feel
'cause-
like I'm talking about 1 grain of rice, and y'all are talking about the entire.
But
bag.
that sparked a whole revolutionary movement yesterday that you don't understand. 'cause
I'm not talking about that. But you're bringing what the fuck? I'm talking about vanilla ice cream, and you're bringing up carrot cake. What the fuck?
Nah.
Okay, so what are you talking about?
Yeah, because you're the LA expert, so tell us.
There, you see, I must be such a horrible mom. Complex.
Whoa, I never said that. Those words did not come out of my mouth.
See that? Why? See why he
That's
laughing?
wild.
Why he laughing?
Because he wants to end the fucking show.
You guys know me pretty well. You guys know right.
Shit, I want to end the show. You're not getting the point. Like, it's like you walked in the middle of a movie and you're focused in on this one part of the movie, and we're telling you this shit's a
Right.
trilogy
So
that goes
my-
back.
J.
really
Cole was
far.
a cameo.
So
Is what we're
so-
telling you. J. Cole was a cameo.
So right, and he was a little mean to the cameo. Is all I'm saying. That's all I was saying. I don't give a fuck about the main character. Yeah, he was the villain. Whatever.
But he wasn't mean.
We was just talking about the little side character that got, that took a little bit too much of the heat.
He wasn't
You know?
mean.
My favorite.
dropped 3
The
songs in a
internet
row.
killed
on
J. Cole, though.
Yeah,
The
internet
industry
killed J. Cole.
and people who are close. Once Schoolboy Q made that call, once they told him this is why I'm bowing out, I'm trying to protect my
I
peace.
agree with literally everything that y'all are saying. Like everything.
Yeah, but I'm saying
but
you're starting at a
I
different point that doesn't really
I'm not
translate.
starting at anything.
No, you said Kendrick, what he said was not enough to warrant like calling Drake
Cole.
a pedophile.
No, nothing to do with Drake.
Okay, so
Drake-
shots at
let's stop.
There were no. He
Drake-
didn't really take
Drake
a
doesn't
shot at
exist.
Cole though. He didn't take a shot at Cole.
What do you feel like he was mean
he
to?
said that
Schoolboy
J-
Q
he
was
said
one of
that-
his best
he said that
friends.
J. Cole wasn't even on his level. Not even close. That's
He
basically
said
what
both of them. He
Okay,
named
but
a lot
fuck,
of people.
Fuck Drake, right? Drake makes Drake. What Drake does isn't what they do, right?
Bro, the whole UK hates Drake. Everybody's coming out saying, yeah, he talks to fucking 14 and 15, 16-year-old girls.
Right. So what
Like-
Drake? So we keep talking about Drake, but I'm not talking about him. What Drake does is not what they do, right? To him, be like, oh, fuck the big three, right? He's basically saying, fuck J. Cole's talent. He's not even nearly on my level, which is crazy because some people think he's not me, but some people consider him like the GOAT.
Have you
Kendrick
listened to
said-
Control?
Kendrick said they both know me. They know I don't like sharing. I'm selfish.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
an old
later.
school Gemini.
That was later though.
He said that on Family Ties. I'm an old Kanye.
Okay, well that's
Kanye's
that's-
different than me. I'm an old school Gemini.
I mean, he wasn't talking about them at that time.
But
though.
Yes,
He
he
was
was.
throwing
Top
shots
5.
directly at
He's
Drake.
talking about smoking on top 5.
Yes.
Stop
Every
playing.
round.
I'm
It's the
that
same
guy.
thing. It's the
Number
same
2
thing.
GM in my bitch. That's cool. That's cool.
But even going
That's
back to
why.
2015,
I totally forgot the last line.
in Control, he literally calls
Aubrey,
out every
he
single
named
rapper.
everyone's
every
name.
single rapper, and he's like,
Crit.
Well, yeah, but
Pusha T.
that was like Barbie Dreams.
No, that was serious. Like Jay Electronica's still mad at him. Lupe Fiasco's still mad.
Yeah,
like,
because they can't take a fucking hit.
Lupe Fiasco's
but then
a fucking martial artist and a gay-
you're getting mad at a subliminal
No, I'm
one
not
and
getting
implied
mad.
one.
See that? Remember when I said the little itty bitty?
Okay, it's like if Godzilla destroyed everything and you're mad because he kicked over a post office. That's the equivalent.
Okay, here's an example.
He just destroyed the whole city. You're mad he kicked over the
I
post
gotta
office?
go.
My favorite,
I got an appointment.
My favorite movie is Shutter Island. I love everything about the movie, but there are a couple details in the movie that I point out and be like, that was inconsistent. But it's still my favorite movie. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. People are human. I was just making a little tiny bit.
But like that point is we're saying that was a response to some shit Drake started. Drake fueled the narrative. Yeah, it's the big three, even though he hates Kendrick asked him for a verse.
Would you at least agree that he drug J. Cole into it?
No, J. Cole said the big three line.
Okay, so
that's his fault.
All right, I'm about to
Metro's
walk
album
out.
came out after that. If anything,
so do you not believe that J. Cole's on his level?
He's definitely not.
he's definitely not. He never was. And I'm a J. Cole fan. He was never
Not
on
even
Kendrick's
nearly.
level.
I've always
Nope.
been a J. Cole
Not since
hater.
To Pimp a Butterfly. Nope.
Damn.
I'm a certified on wax J. Cole hater.
God tier
I understand.
hater.
Okay, at least you want. Okay, you.
When that
I've been
album,
hating
when
J. Cole
Forest
since
Hills Drive
2014.
came out, he wrote the most scathing fucking piece about Forest Hills Drive.
There's bots that literally resurface it to me.
I don't. I mean, I do like some of J. Cole's music. But
I met J. Cole on my internship at Tavis Smiley at PBS while he was on tour.
All right.
I went to
So
a
are you guys
concert.
done? Can we wrap the show up?
That's pretty much it, yeah.
All right. It's touchdowns and tangents. TDs_tangents. Touchdowns and tangents on Instagram, Twitter. Shout out to our favorite podcast platform. Shout out to everyone who fucks with us. We're out.
Peace. West Coast one.
Why y'all so LA dick riders? It's crazy.